The Ibanez GB10EM is the cheapest of the entire George Benson series. Let's see if it's more than just an entry-level jazz guitar. All the GB10 models are hollow body guitars with floating humbucker pickups. That means they're not directly mounted to the top, but attached to the neck and pickguard. That enables the top to swing freely, giving the guitar better sustain. Ibanez made a lot of interesting choices with the GB10EM, one of which is the body size. We have a 14.5-inch body width here, which is really small for a jazz guitar. Usual jazz box sizes are 16 to 7 inches, and it's also very lightweight. Here's a size comparison to some of my other jazz boxes. Next, we have a really interesting choice of woods. The body's back and sides is made from linden, also known as basswood, and we have a spruce top. Spruce tops are known for their great sustain. Basswood for the back and sides has a brighter, snappier sound. I think that choice was made to keep the price low, to be honest. The bridge and the tailpiece cover are made of wood. I'm a bit ambivalent about the tailpiece, though it looks a bit plastic to me. It is a wood cover indeed, but it's so shiny that it gets this plastic look. The inlay is really beautiful though. The neck is made of niado and the fretboard is walnut. It's the cheaper version of rosewood and sounds similar. I can tell you right away, this is a great neck. A nicely rounded medium C shape that all hands feel comfortable with. And gosh, look at these fret edges. The fret edges are not simply sanded at an angle, but are well rounded. They're super smooth. The frets themselves are a tiny bit scratchy, but there needs to be a difference to the higher priced models, right? I can generally say this guitar is very forgiving when it comes to sloppy fingering. I have guitars that produce a muted sound as soon as you get a little too far left from the middle, while the GB10EM sounds great until you reach the far left. So this is a very beginner-friendly guitar, and it's seriously one of the most comfortable necks I've ever played. And I've been in the business for 30 years. Yes, I am that old. The string action from the manufacturer was super low. The neck came with almost no neck relief, but to my surprise, there was almost no fret buzz. I just raised the action just a little bit and I lowered the pickguard because the pickups were almost touching the strings. They're really very close, but now everything is perfect. The tuners are okay, but not super precise. But here's my favorite gimmick on this guitar. You can access the truss rod by moving the cover with your finger. I so much love this. What a great idea. Good job, Ibanez. For a systematic approach to jazz guitar, check out my jazz starter packs. The link is in the video description or bio. Well, now let's get to the heart and soul, the electronics. The pickups are Ibanez's own Magic Touch mini humbuckers that are mounted on the neck and pickguard. These are different from the higher priced GB10 SE and GB10 that both have the GB Special pickups. Let's listen to some sounds. The electric sound is jazzy right away. There's no muddy low end and the high end is smooth. But the whole guitar sounds a bit boxy, and that's due to that small body size. The mids aren't as full as a big jazz box. This is not as much audible when you listen back to the recording. but you will hear it when you play the guitar, because you'll always have the immediate acoustic response going straight to your ear. The small body just can't provide such a rich, warm, full sound that a big jazz box has. All right, let's check the tone control. So my suggestion is rolling back the volume and the tone to like only 8 or maybe 7. That's a nicer sound. Let's hear what the bridge pickup has to offer. I actually never use it for jazz, but it can be used for jazz funk, for example. That's pretty decent. What you think? Let me know in the comments below. I think it's really not as strident as I expected it to be. Has still a kind of a jazzy sound to it. And last but not least, I want you to hear the neck pickup again, but this time in context with a band. Now the harsher high frequency response is really good in the mix actually. You can hear the attack very well and every note comes through clearly and precise. I'll leave everything on 9 or 10 for soloing and roll back the volume and tone just a little bit when you play alone or in a duo setting. The Ibanez GB10EM is a great guitar and gets a 90% approval rate from me. I think it is indeed more than just an entry-level jazz guitar. The haptic feeling and overall build quality and also the setup are really superb, especially for a $700 jazz guitar. I think Ibanez did a great job here, and I can't wait to review the other George Benson models, which will happen soon. Check out my jazz equipment playlist up here on my YouTube channel, where you find lots of unbiased and unsponsored reviews of jazz gear. Please give this video a fat thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for many more videos like this one. I see you next week. Keep swinging. Servus. Baba.